Hello, YouTube fans. Hello, shalom, shalom, my people, shalom. Now, I want to talk about the movie Scooby Doo, the live action Scooby Doo movie. Um, I want to say this right now: the cast for this movie is good as fuck. It's good as hell. I grew up with this movie. Let me tell you a little story. I grew up with the '70s version of Where Are You, Scooby Doo. I grew up with that one. I grew up watching it when I was a little kid when they showed Green Guns and Cartoon Network. Scooby Dooby Doo, where are you? We got some work to do now. Seriously, like, come on to the sea. I see you, the way you shake and shiver. I mean, come on. Oh man, that soundtrack is iconic as fuck to the point that they try to recreate it every time. There's moments that I'm like, I'll give it to you. There's other times I'm like, close. Then other times I'm like, stop trying. Stop. You suck. You suck. uh, but to be honest, I never actually disliked the Nickelodeon. I mean, the Cartoon Network. I'm saying Nickelodeon, which is funny. They felt like Nickelodeon movies. I didn't hated the Cartoon Network side movies, the live side TV versions of Scooby Doo when they're young, they meet Shaggy meets Scooby and all that. I know the CGI on Scooby is bad, but overall I can't bring myself to hate the Cartoon Network ones, especially Velma. Oh God, when I found out she was lesbian, I was like, no. But isn't that canon anyways? Isn't Velma lesbian anyways? Or bi? You know? So it's like, it makes sense. You know? Oh my god. But Velma in this live action movie, the Scooby Doo live action movies that came to movie theaters, Scooby Doo 1 and 2 in the movie theaters. Oh yes. Who's your mommy? Seth Green. What? uh, yes. um, Overall, I liked the first movie as a kid. As a kid, as an adult, let me take a sip of my beer before I piss people off. Um, 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 it hold on. Ugh, ugh. It sucked. It sucked. It sucked. It sucked. And most people are like, oh, I like that movie. Look, look, look. If you like that movie, go ahead and like it. Go ahead and like it. I'm not stopping you for loving that first Scooby Doo live action movie. I loved it as a kid. I loved it like crazy as a kid. I watched that movie like almost every fucking day when I got it on VHS. You know? I love that movie so much as a kid. As an adult looking at the movie, I rather watch Monsters Unleashed. I like Monsters Unleashed more than the first one. Mainly because they felt like the characters that you saw in the cartoon version, but also you got the old school Renaissance, not Renaissance, the old school library, the foes, the freaking the freaking um enemies of the Mystery Inc. game. I was going to say the Scooby Doo game, but no, let's be thorough here. The Mystery Incorporated game. There we go. That's what it is, baby. If you're a hardcore Scooby Doo fan, you call it properly. You don't. If you're a Scooby Doo fan, you don't call it Scooby Doo Crew. You call it Mystery Incorporated Crew, because that's what it is, motherfucker. All right, seriously. And the thing is, too. All right, there's always been debates of like who's fucking who. Obviously, at the time, Fred was probably fucking Daphne. then maybe he was fucking Velma. But let's be honest with ourselves. Shaggy was fucking both of them. Alright? He was the pothead. He was the one that was passing that doobie to all these ladies, and they were fucking him. Alright? Seriously. Who belongs with Shaggy more? Daphne. I'm canon wise, Daphne needs to be with Shaggy. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Wasn't there a series of the 13 Ghosts when she hanged out with when she hanged out with him? Am I wrong, or is that a whole completely different character? Because I think that's bullshit. If it is a whole different character, no. I'm sorry. To me, that's Daphne. Daphne is into Shaggy. She wants him. She wants to make freaking Shaggy babies with him. Alright? Especially if you watch that porn parody. I haven't watched it, but Dr. Woofio has talked about it, so watch his video about it. Because he's a big fan of Scooby-Doo. Dr. Woofio, he loves Scooby-Doo. Love Scooby-Doo. I can't blame him. I love Scooby-Doo too. I love Scooby-Doo. That's why when I look at the first movie as an adult, I look at the movie and I'm like, damn, man, this movie could have been amazing. And I don't agree with the critics. I don't. I hate how the critics look at this movie and they be like, they have no emotion to it. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, critics. The reason you don't have an emotion to this movie is because you're a fucking husk to begin with. That's what critics are. Oh, I'm sorry, nostalgia critic. Sorry that you're a husk that you are. That's why I feel like with these critics. They're a husk. The mama didn't love them enough. Or the daddy didn't smack them enough to fucking goddamn learn from right to gone and appreciate fucking life. Yep, I said it. I said it. I said it. I said it. Because if I had a critic as a freaking son or a daughter, I'll beat them to the point that they will fucking appreciate these fucking goddamn movies. Especially the old ones from the 70s and 50s and all that shit. Alright? You better appreciate those old fucking movies before you watch the newer ones. I'll be the same way with my kids when they daddy, let me play these these new games. You're not playing none of that shit. You know what you're playing? PS2. Ain't nothing. Play that PS2 fucking garbage, like you say. I doubt it. Play that shit because that's better than the garbage that we get now. Uncultured swine piece of no. Shut up. Play it. And I'm over here like, yes. Sorry. I couldn't help myself because, well, I need to do it eventually. I mean, you came to this channel, so I had to do it eventually. So it was either do it around the October season or do it around Christmas season. And if I did do it in Christmas season, you would see me with a sledgehammer and smack myself to death. And I'm that serious. Not Looney Tunes wise, but death wise. And I wouldn't be here standing in front of you. Anyways, tell me what you guys think down below with these Scooby-Doo movies. Do you like the first one? Do you hate the second one? Do you like the first one more than the second one? Do you like both of them? Because there was one point in my life that I liked both of these movies. Not anymore. I think the first movie sucks, and the second one, I'm not saying it's good either, but I would have watched the second one than the first one. The second one has more of a nostalgic factor for me, mainly because of all the characters that they show in front of you that you watched in other Scooby-Doo shows, basically. Back in the day. Obviously, I wasn't born in the 70s. I was born in 1993. But I saw all these reruns. And when the Scooby-Doo movie came out, I remember, let me tell you a little story. When I got a computer one day, my dad had a computer, and we saw a little clip of the new Scooby-Doo movie that was going to come out, the first one, the live action one. And it was grainy as shit. It was pixelated as shit. But we knew, but once I saw that, I was like, oh, I was telling my dad, yo, they're making a new Scooby Doo movie. Because my dad played the video. And once I saw that part, I was like, they're making a Scooby Doo movie. It was the part when Scooby and Shaggy are saying that, oh, who's the best friend in the whole wide world? Scooby Doo? And Shaggy's like, that's right, man, you're my pal, you know? That it was that scene. But it was grainy as hell. Like you could barely see it was all pixelated, you could barely see what it was, but you knew it was Shaggy and Scooby because of the way they talked, you know? So it was like, oh my god, I gotta see that movie. My cousins watched it. My cousin watched it. Not my cousins because he wasn't born yet. But my cousin, at the time, before I had other cousins, before he had other siblings, um, I wanted to watch that movie, but then I had to move back to Indiana because we were just visiting Massachusetts, and I wanted to watch the movie so bad, and my mom or my dad even said that, hey, even they said the Scooby Doo movie is not even good. And at first, no, I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest with you. When I first heard that from one of my parents, I was like, "Fuck you." It is good. Your uncle's a bitch. No, that's why I said it in my head. Not exactly those words, because you're a kid. You're not going to think about those words. You're just going to think about you're a jerk. You're a moron. Screw you. You know, stuff like that. But but when you did saw this movie, you might have liked it as a kid the way I do. But when you grow up and you think about this movie even more, you're like, I only care about Mr. Bean and some titty actions with Daphne and Velma. And maybe some good moments with Shaggy and Scooby. You know what? Some people would have told me, well, that's what you got. What are you pissed off about? You're right. Maybe I should rewatch this movie. Maybe I should. I haven't watched it in years. Maybe I should rewatch this movie. Huh. Huh. And maybe I smoke a little bit of Devil's Grass. Oh, the Devil's Grass, yes. Oh, you're gonna go to hell. You're gonna get stoned. Way ahead of you, buddy. So, yeah, let me know, guys. How do you feel about this movie? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Do you think it's better than the original TV show? Do you think it's better than the other movies that came after this movie? Or do you think that this is a cult masterpiece to the point that no one should not make fun of it and no one should not talk shit about it? Ooh, I'm sorry. You know? Or do you think that, yeah, it has flaws, but I like this version or that version better, or I like the qualities of what they're showing here. And overall, I'll say this right now, like I said before in the beginning of this video, the casting of this movie is it's sorry that Freddie Prinze Jr., I believe that's his name, he looked at this movie and he did not care for it. He does not want to come back to any type of Scooby Doo type of media at all. But Matthew Lillard, that voices Shaggy, that plays that Shaggy, he wants to do top to the bottom all the way into his death. He does not care. He is Shaggy. Matthew Lillard is Shaggy. Point blank and simple. He was born to play this role, and he would die playing this role. Either as voicing him or being a live action version of Shaggy that's probably old and decrepit, old and decaying, and probably and still is around. And most people are like, oh, but he's going to pass on it to the new generation or some shit. Look, we've seen that shit done before, and I don't think you guys don't want to see it again. Because we live in a time that we're like, can we pass that shit? And I don't think you guys want to see that again. Do you guys want to see that? To be quite honest, I do, but also kind of like no. We've seen it so many times to the point that I'm just like, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. So if you did it with Matthew Lillard as Shaggy and he's passing on the torch to another Mystery Inc. gang, I would actually be pretty upset. Because I'm all like, why? You have him right there. Just do it. I don't care if it's just him and Scooby. Just do it. You've done it before in animation. Do it in live action. In the Scoob movie, oh, I didn't watch that shit. I didn't. I know a lot of people like. Some people like it. Some people like the coloring. Some people like the animation. Not the animation style. They like the coloring. They love the lighting of that movie. And you know what? The lighting in that movie, in the Scoob movie, it's actually really good. I haven't seen the movie, but I've seen reviews about that movie, and the lighting is so damn fucking beautiful. And I hate it that it's in a movie that I don't fucking care about. I watched a Nostalgia Critic video about that movie. And yes, I might not agree with Nostalgia Critic like 85 or 75. You know, let's just say I don't agree with Nostalgia Critic 50% of the time. It's the same thing with the real life version of him. I don't agree with Doug 50% of the time. Hell, sometimes I don't agree with him 30% of the time. It depends what video he's making and what he's saying. I'm over here like, I get your opinion, but you literally, I was up to 90%, now I'm up to 50, and now I'm up to 0. It was that fast. Fuck you. You know? You know? Oh, you probably don't feel that way with James. What? Don't get me started with angry video game nerd, because I'd be here for 50 hours if I was going to talk about how I felt about that shit. But moving on, this series and franchise, it has its ups, it has its downs, but it also has its moments to the point that there's a reason why this series has been going on forever. Ever since the 70s, ever since my mom was born. She was born in 1970, by the way. My mom was born in 1970. She is the same age as the original Scooby-Doo Where Are You series. Alright? So, this series is never going to die off. There's been crossovers with Batman, Tom and Jerry, which I don't mind. I love that shit. But I don't know. I've always been mixed when they cross over with celebrities, even though they've done it before. But it's just different when they do it to modern celebrities. When they do it to modern celebrities, it feels so forced. It feels like, oh, this is the only thing that we can do now. And I'm over here like, no. Warner Brothers, you have a whole lineup of fucking Warner Brothers cartoons. And you mean to tell me, Warner Brothers, you can't fucking put any other character besides Superman and Batman in any part of the Justice League? Lazy as shit. Lazy. Lazy. You mean to tell me you can't have Kite Man do a cameo in one of the Scooby-Doo episodes? What? Yeah, that's what that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. So much fucking potential in this franchise, and you're like, you know, so much fucking potential, but no, no, I don't get it. To me, there were, I don't know if there is potential for Scooby Doo stuff anymore. You can try. I heard Netflix is going to make a Scooby. Look, I'm not even going to talk about Velma. I didn't even try to watch that shit. And people tried to defend it. The ones that didn't watch it, I didn't watch it either. But I'm not going to defend that show. All right, seriously. The reason I'm not going to defend that shit, it's the same thing when I didn't want to defend Velma when she's like, "Oh, that's 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 swamp gas. That's not my Velma. The Velma from the original and the movie would never say that. If they heard another version of Velma that said swamp gas, they would have literally looked at you and be like, go fuck yourself. My friends almost died because of that shit. And you're gonna say it's swamp gas? Go fuck yourself. I'm dead serious. They did that in Zombieland too. Oh, what do you thought about the other zombies from the first movie? It's just swamp gas. Your friends almost died. And yet you're gonna say that? Nah, man. Nah, man. They fucked up Velma so much. She was that girl that wanted you and you didn't know. Then when you saw the live action movies, you noticed how hot and sexy she was as fuck. And then all of a sudden, she gets like little fucking bows on her head, and now she's a bitch. All of a sudden, they make her into a bitch, and they kept doing that shit ever since she's been that type of character. And I've been hating that shit ever since. You want me to talk about Scooby-Doo? Let's talk about Scooby-Doo. I fucking hate what they did with Velma. Daphne, Fred, and Scoob, and I have no complaints with that. It's just with Velma. Why are you gonna fuck her up? The one that can literally think. The one that's the Hermione in the group, basically. And yet you're gonna have the person that is the Hermione of the group be a fucking goddamn Karen. Be a fucking woke ass piece of bitch ass motherfucking piece of fucking goddamn shit of a fucking woman that no one doesn't want to fuck anymore. Congratulations. No one doesn't want to fuck Velma anymore. I'm convinced that people that made that show and made her that way do not give a fuck about Velma. I guarantee you. Because you never should not fucking do that with Velma. Even back in the 70s, people looked at Velma and she was like, ooh, you're nice and thick. Ooh, have me. But no, you're not going to do that. You're not going to cater to those people. Not even going to pay attention to those people because this is the new Velma. The new Velma that looks at her crew that probably almost died and they're like, it's just swamp gas. Come on, guys. You didn't really die. You almost didn't really die. I don't care if I was a man or a woman. I would have punched the living shit out of her face. I don't give a shit. I would have took her bow ties out of that fucking goddamn hair and burn it to the point that I'd be like, you better fucking start acting up. You better start acting the way you're supposed to act before everyone looks at you and say that you're a fucking piece of shit to this group to the point that you need to get out of this fucking goddamn group. That's how much they fucked up Velma for me. I don't even give a fuck about Velma anymore. I don't. A character that I cared about, now I don't give a fuck about. Congratulations, you freaking feminist, you woke piece of fucking garbage. No, congratulations. You want to defend me? You want to fucking fight me over that shit? Okay, fine. Then try to fix Velma the way she used to be. Oh, we can't do that. Then you know what? You're a fucking simp. You're a fucking goddamn simp because apparently Velma cannot be the same way what she used to be. She can't be this smart. She can't be attractive. She can't be smart enough to actually put things together as a smart fucking person without calling out her friends or calling out, oh, that's just nothing. It's swamp gas. Your head just cut off. Swamp gas. Swamp gas. Swamp gas. Swamp gas. Millions of children got ran over by a bus. Swamp gas. Swamp gas. Swamp gas. I'm dead serious. They fucked this character up to the point that I don't care for her anymore. I wish she would die. I want this character to be dead. I want this character to never show up in any Scooby-Doo media ever again just because of that shit. And that is sad. That is sad. I should not think about that to a character like that. But they did it. They fucking did it. The internet did it. They praised it. They're like, oh, yeah, 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 yeah. And now we got what we got. I hope you fucking like it. You degenerate fucks. Alright? Seriously. Idiots. 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 And people going to tell me I'm overboard. No, I'm passionate about these characters in the Scooby-Doo overall. And when you fuck up, it's like fucking up Shaggy. You can fuck up Velma and no one doesn't give a fuck, but if you fuck up Shaggy, everyone's gonna fucking go crazy about it. Remember that Velma show when Shaggy's not a pothead? Everyone freaked out about that. When it comes to Velma, oh, she's so progressive. Not to say there's no complaints about the Velma stuff, but I'm talking about the other Velma. Oh, it's Swamp Gas. Oh, she's so progressive. Yes. Oh, yes. She's not attractive at all. There's a reason why even in the show, Shaggy breaks up with her and gets back with Scooby, because even Shaggy knows she's a fucking piece of shit. Alright? He knows. He knows I'd rather be with a dog than you fucking sorry ass bitch. Talking about swamp gas every 24 fucking 7. Every time something fucking happens. Go fuck yourself. Seriously. Oh man. If someone says that, oh, that was the inspiration for this chick from, X-Files, I get it. But when Disco did it in the X-Files, it was actually attractive and cute. And you'd be like, oh, and then she actually finds out the truth. Even though she still keeps it inside of her, but she finds out what's going on. Velma constantly denies it, constantly wants to rebuttal, to the point that it's like, this is why no one doesn't care about this character anymore. And I don't either. I just wish people can treat this character way better. Velma's cute. Velma's hot. She's sexy. She's smart. She's talented. And she should not be treated the way that she's treated. There was one point when people looked at her more than Daphne. And I guarantee you, they made her into a piece of shit character just for everyone to look at the guthead. Instead of the girl with the fucking thick body, big titties, and glasses. Go fuck yourself. I'm done. Tell me what you guys think down below about everything that I said. You liked the movie? You liked it or not? Again, like I said, I like the first. I like the first movie as a kid, but as an adult, I like the second movie way more. And I want to watch the second movie way more than the first movie. But we cuddled. Yo, when I saw that in the movie, I'm like, huh. Oh, that's why I love these live action Scooby Doo movies sometimes, man. They don't hold back. They do not hold back. And I guarantee you the Netflix version is gonna be straight, utter, guttered trash. What was the thing that what was the thing that the Myers fanatic said about the Rob Zombie Halloween movies? Oh yeah, that's right. I'm gonna say the same thing what he said about those movies. Guttered white trailer park trash. That's what it is. Trailer park trash. Oh, did I say that out loud? Bye.